Well, how about this? After 29 episodes in 2024, Season 1 of the Page and Stage podcast is in the can, and here we go with Season 2. As always, I'm your host, Jason Cannon, and I want to start with a huge thank you. Thank you to my awesome guests for sharing their time and insights, and thank you for listening every other week. Moving into 2025 and Season 2, there are a few changes coming to Page and Stage, and I wanted to share those with you before jumping back in with another awesome guest next week. As far as this podcast is concerned, it's still going to drop every other Monday, and it's still going to feature deep dive interviews and conversations with fascinating storytellers, and we're still going to be talking about the art and craft of writing and performance. In the newsletter, full of tips, tricks, inspiration, and encouragement for storytellers of all stripes, will still hit your inboxes first thing every Friday. And all of that content will remain available to all subscribers, whether paid or free. However, I am going to be adding a little cookie for you paid subscribers out there. On the Mondays in between podcast episodes, I'll be sending out a bonus bit of bi-monthly Page and Stage fun. It could be an open thread, or a chat, or a deeper dive on a specific storytelling element that's come up in a newsletter or podcast, or even answering a question directly from one of you. It could even be a special offer on a class or book or workshop, however the muse decides to move. I've kept the subscription prices super low on Substack. But if direct financial support isn't in your particular deck of cards, no problem. All I'd ask is that you occasionally forward one of my newsletters or podcasts to a fellow story-loving friend, because word of mouth has always been and will always be the best marketing tool in the world. I've also given my website, jasoncannon.art, a big ol' facelift. When you visit jasoncannon.art, you'll see I'm offering a wide array of story coaching services. And again, even if you don't need my help yourself, if you know of someone who does, I'd be much obliged for the intro. Again, that's jasoncannon.art. And finally, a quick thank you to the team over at thepodcasthost.com. I use their platform Alitu to do the recording and editing of this podcast, and it is seriously a slick piece of software. I recommend them with zero reservation. So, that's it for this episode 0 of Season 2 of the Page and Stage podcast. Next Monday, on January 13, you'll get to meet the incredible Cedric Hamid, a spoken word artist and man of exceeding empathy. Until then, I'm Jason Cannon, and I cannot wait to hear your story.